Hey guys, it's me, Spike Toy Story fan here, and today we are doing once again, another comparison video. My very first comparison video was over my Mr. Potato Heads. So this video, I decided, why don't we just bring out the old Sheriff Woody dolls and compare them all. Now, I have two right now here, but I have actually a whole bunch in the back that I gotta pull out still, so I will be doing that in this video as we talk. I should have brought them up closer, or brought these guys back a little bit because they're a little bit closer. But I'm gonna grab the other Woodies real quick, and then we'll compare them. Alright, so I am back, and like I said, I'm gonna try to move this back. This camera is for some reason, it looks like it's very caught. So I'm sorry that this is very hard to see anyway, but this is as high as I could get it without it. I mean, I could go a little bit higher. Maybe one more box might help it get a little bit decent view. So there we go, better view. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, today we are going to be comparing all of my Woodies that I have. 3 are right here, not on a stand because they cannot stand. 2 are right here, and 1 is up there, and I'm going to be getting him right here real quick. He's going to have a little bit of trouble standing, so I'm going to have to put a little help from a weight from an old knick-knack item, so I'm going to be putting this one here as we speak. Alright, so you can't probably see this one yet because of the camera view. You can probably see part of them, but right now we are going to be looking at all the Woodies I have here. I have a pretty good amount collection. All these Woodies that you see right now, like mostly this one right here. This used to be a original Woody that used to talk, but I've had him since I was 9, so you can tell he's been wearing down a lot and all this good stuff, and he doesn't talk anymore, so I cannot show you what he does. But I did get a request from a very good friend of mine who did finally showed me what his phrases were, and I was really excited to finally hear his voice for the very first time. Now, sorry about this. I'm gonna move all my... I had another video I was making earlier, which was my potato head video that I was just doing, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to get all this stuff out of the way. I should have cleaned this up before I started these videos, but I didn't. I was too lazy to do that because I wanted to get straight to the next video for today's video. So these next video, this Woody, like I said, is from 1999. He's a Mattel doll that Mattel made for Toy Story. It's from 1999. It's from Toy Story and Beyond's Wave series that they did of the Toy Story toy line. I believe they first did Toy Story, and then they did Toy Story 2, and then they did Toy Story and Beyond, which this came out, like I said, 1999 from the original Toy Story 2 movie. So it came out right after the Toy Story 2 line had came out. They had came out with a new line saying, oh, let's just make a new Toy Story line, call it Toy Story and Beyond. I think from there, I don't remember what happened to the toy line. I guess after that I stopped really, because I really couldn't find any Woodies when I was growing up. The only Woody I ever seen was the one with the guitar. One of my friends on YouTube, also has this Woody. I think both of my YouTubers I know both have these Woodies, and I think they do. I'm not sure if the other one does or not, but I know one definitely does. So I believe her name is. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick on my laptop while I'm talking about this, because I believe it is Sponge Girl, I know, but I can't remember the number part. I always forget it. So I have to go to my laptop here and pull up her name, because it will pop up right up here. Yeah, Sponge Girl319. So check her out. She has the guitar Woody, so I cannot show you that one. I would love to get that one, but it's very expensive. Check out my friend Spidey Fan 2. She also has this Woody, but it's in the original state. It has the hat, I believe, in the gun holster as well, because mine does not have the gun holster. As you can see, you could probably tell that right away. Dead away, you think, oh, his gun holster is gone, or yada yada, stuff like that. And his hat's gone and stuff like that. Like I said, I've had this one since I was 9, bought it at a garage sale, and this is what he looks like to this day. Like I said, his vest has turned gray, his shirt looks like a tannish, yellowish, darkish yellow to me, but it actually looks a lot better than a lot of these other Woodies to me, but I'm not complaining too much. Still a great Woody. I think they did really amazing. He's still looks really cool to me. Like I said, he's had a lot of nicks and knacks in him. His head is very skinny compared to Playtime Woody, as you can see, which is the second Woody next to him standing up. Both of these are on a doll stand, so I can get him to stand up. Because, like I said, but like I said, you can. Like I said, I shout out to Sponge Girl 319 as well, and also shout out to Spidey Fan 2. Also, shout out for James. I really apologize. I'm not gonna pronounce it. I'm just gonna leave the shout outs in the bottom of the description, because I really don't want to mispronounce any names and stuff, because I'm really bad at pronouncing names, and you all know that probably by now, that there's some names I can't even pronounce right. But I'm really sorry about those people if you're confused. I just have a bad memory of remembering, because I like everyone. I definitely do like everyone else's videos, and they, like I said, these YouTubers did inspire me to compare all these Woodies, and that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna bring up one more Woody. This one I actually customize it to stand on its own. It's not posed to. I just customize it, and I posed it where it can like have posable arms and stuff. And you've probably seen that video already, but this is my Lots of Laugh Woody as well. I think he came out after the line for Playtime Woody. He had came out right after it, but he was still in the Toy Story line, because it went from Toy Story 3 to Toy Story, and then that's where it went from there. And then after that, the last line I know they did was the 20th anniversary Toy Story editions. We're getting a lot of those, but like I said, I don't have very much. So here it is. Like I said, this video is going to be very huge, because there's a lot of talking going on over every single thing, comparing everything, comparing their boots, their thing. Like I said, I might make this a part 2. I don't know. I may not. I just may continue it. But like I said, enough talk about Twice the Talking Sheriff Woody. That was this toy's name. You can look it up, and you can probably see the original package it came in and stuff. I think they wanted $79, and I was going to get a new one. So let's look at Playtime Sheriff Woody. Playtime Sheriff Woody came out around when the Toy Story 3 movie had came out in theaters and stuff, and it was a very, very accurate Woody, I think, because to me, when this was my actually first talking one that I actually got with a pull string and everything. This one did have a pull string at one time, just where I got it from the owner. They said it was ripped off, and so I was like, oh, that sucks. He did have a huge fat badge that was like 3D or something. You would push the badge and he was supposed to talk or something, or flip it around, and you were also supposed to push his belt buckle to make him talk. Sadly, like I said, he doesn't work from that, and so I can't really fix him. Like I said, this guy is very big. I think he's about 16 inches, and there's the rest of him. There's his boots. Very cool. And the belt buckle is faded a lot. So is these. These used to be white, but now they turn silver for some weird reason. Like on these ones, when they were old, they just turned brown when they were done from being white. But I did paint. I think I painted that one that used to be brown. I did paint it at one time, white with white out, and I think it came finally off after washing it one year. And yeah, I did put a new badge on him though, because I thought he needed a new badge since his old one got ripped off. But yeah, here's Playtime Woody. Here's the back of him. Sorry. You will notice there's some stuff sticking out. His head had been snapped off, and we had to send him to a family member of mine who was able to refix him, his head. But like I said, I don't turn it that much, but it was originally not allowed to turn 360, but now it does. But I don't really turn his head hardly because it's still kind of loose there. But we did have to undo his necktie completely. We had to unsew it from the original thing, like the collection one is sewn down. And he's got a pull string. His vest is very dirty, like I said, and his battery pack is right here that you pull down his rest of his shirt there. I can't pull it down because it's tucked under for him, for that part. And of course, like I said,
I'd like to join your posse, boys, but first I'm going to sing a little song.
Now that phrase right there you just heard, that is the only phrase the collection Woody does not say. I was very disappointed that he did not say that song, but he does sing Home on the Range because, which is very cool. That's why if you don't have the Playtime Woody, it's good to have the Playtime Woody to go with the collection Woody, because he does have that. But he does say a lot of other phrases when you pull a string.
Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play. Reach for the sky.
See if I can do one more.
This town ain't big enough for the two of us.
Sorry, that thing was coming out undone. So I'm just trying to push it back in.
Giddy up, partner. We gotta get this wagon train a-moving. Hey, howdy, hey.
And he also, the reason why this one's called Playtime Woody is because he has an interactive cowboy hat.
Whoa! I think the wind just took my hat.
So when you take it off, his hat responds. Now the fun fact about this Woody, like I said, when his head had been removed accidentally from a argument.
Oh yeah, that's better. How do I look?
One of my friends accidentally ripped off his head on accident, which made me upset about that. But I did find out he has a pole that starts from in his voice box that goes all the way up to his head. That's all the way up about here. And when his head goes on that pole, like it responds to that pole, it responds with his phrases. And his hat is magnetic, so it's some sort of magnetic pole that triggers it.
Hey, my hat's gone. I can't go anywhere without my hat. Oh, you found my hat. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So yeah, he is still in pretty good condition. Like I said, mostly I said, he's been through a lot of playtime in his lifetime that I've had him since I was 15. Because like I said, the big difference is I was 9 years old when I had this Woody. I was 15 when I got him. And I never knew that I could never get that one to talk, which is very sad. But yeah. Moving on to the next comparison. I'm going to be moving these guys over because, like I said, holy cow, 14 minutes long. I am still going to be comparing this. So next up is the Toy Story collection Woody, and I am gonna throw in the Playtime Woody if I can get him to stand up. That's over there, so we'll bring it this way now. So I'll bring this. Sorry if this is moving. Alright, so here we go with the Toy Story 3 collection. Now this is the signature collection. I will say that. I'm not real. Sorry about that. The Lots Laugh Woody just fell over. He's not much of a stander anymore. He only stands on certain things, but he's supposed to stand up on his own pretty much. But he's just top heavy now that I've added a few extra things. So I'm just gonna put a box behind him to hold him up. But yeah, first up we're gonna look at the Toy Story collection one. Now the collection one and the Playtime Woody do look the same, except Playtime Woody has a harder face. Signature collection Woody, like I said, has a rubber feeling to his face, and it still looks the same. He does not respond to his hat in this version, but still is a great looking cowboy. As you can see, there is his belt buckle. His holster does move. All the other Woodies, the holster hasn't moved at all, which sucked. I was very upset that this one was. I was kind of upset that this Woody did not have that one phrase where he talks about, "I like to join your posse boys, but first I'm going to sing a song." Sadly, he does not say that in the collection one. Only Playtime Woody says that. So the collection one, like I said, if you watch my review,
There's a snake in my boot.
see, I don't know why it's just that one phrase. It sounds like it's like it's like glitched or something, but I don't know if that's in all the Woodies. But it just goes.
Hey, where'd everybody go?
But he does respond to your voice. Very sensitive.
Say, partner, what do you want to do today?
So yeah, he does do that. But like I said, I love the detail on his hat. It's very detailed. It's got the black or
Hey, where'd everybody go?
the brown trimming around his hat. It's got sewn in a thread for his hat.
Everyone here?
That's where it's tied off at. It's got 2 holes in the back, but it doesn't have any holes on the top. All the other Woody's hats that I have always had 2 holes, but this one's 2 further apart. But that's because they keep it in the box. On my signature collection, they really didn't need to put the holes on that hat. I think it just came out of a collection Woody's box or something that I think they original collection Woody. I think they had it tied down or something.
Okay.
And he goes to sleep when you don't.
Llama and take a little nap.
He doesn't. So he'll go to sleep when you don't talk to him and stuff. But he does respond to your voice. But you'll have to watch my review on it. There is Lots of Laugh Woody. This is my other Woody that does still talk to this day. Like I said, he's got.
Wait.
You push buttons down here.
Okay.
That's like in his shirt to make him tickle.
Yeah, partner. We gotta get this wagon train a-moving.
And of course, that Woody as well says it too, which is funny.
Reach for the sky. This town ain't big enough for the 2 of us. What am I saying? Of course it is. Reach for the sky. Hey, howdy, hey.
The only difference in this one is I did customize this Woody so he has posable arms and all that good stuff, and I put some chopsticks in his legs to help him stand up through his boots and everything. And so, like I said, I think it turned out pretty well for this Woody.
Everyone here?
Like I said, I was a little disappointed that they kept it. This is like probably because this is literally the same as the cheap Woody's hats for this Woody. It doesn't have the brown, doesn't it? It just has it molded. It hat that has the molded things. I actually think this hat right here would look a lot better for these better versions of Woody, not just some $20
Okay, time for this here
Woody.
llama to take a little nap.
There is one
See ya.
more talking Woody.
Okay, time for this here llama to take a little nap. See ya.
Now, I do have one more. This is my last talking Woody. Now, this one's in a lot of rough shape as well, because like I said, it's been through a lot in its life as well. It's got a bearing loose in his head. His hat's been chewed up. His arm is missing, or I mean, his hand is missing. His vest is popped open. He's got a hole under where his neck is supposed to be sewn on his shirt is popping out, but he looks like they sewed him in sideways. As you can see, this is the sorry about that. I'm gonna have to move this way on this side because the camera's on this side. This is the Woody that that was given to me a long time ago. As you can see, they sewed his body sideways onto it. He is missing his hand there. His gun holster's still there. The back of him. Pull string still works.
A sheriff always wears his badge with pride.
His hand's still connected on this one. This is where I was talking about with his neck. Down here, I have to use 2 fingers. He's got a big old stuffing coming out. He's got a bearing stuck in his head. So his head is very extremely loose. So like it can rock like in the movie. I guess you could say, see, it's very loose. It still turns fine with no problem. Just like I said, his head's really torn up really badly.
Good work, deputy.
But he still has a lot of phrases. When I first got this Woody, he did have phrases from the Toy Store collection.
Hello. So, how you doing? Ha ha! Boy, am I glad to see you.
His voice is actually a lot deeper because I think the batteries are almost dead in him.
Ha ha! You know, you are one fun deputy. When there's trouble on the prairie, I'm your sheriff.
Because if you compare it,
Say, partner, what do you want to do today?
if you compare him all these other, this one doesn't like to pull a string because you have to pull it really fast to get his, like you have to literally,
There's a snake in my boot.
you have to literally,
Where's my trusty Steve Bullseye?
but as you can tell, the voices on them sound a lot high pitcher because they have better batteries. This one, I think, it just had a lot.
Yee-haw! Ride 'em, cowboy! Howdy, partner. My name's Sheriff Woody.
Because he says the same phrase like collection Woody. He just says that, but he's like, well, you can just call me Woody or something. And I think this one says that same.
Well, pull my string. You're my favorite deputy. There's a snake in my boot. Reach for the sky. This town ain't big enough for the 2 of us. Giddy up, partner. We gotta get this wagon train
And
a
this
moving.
Woody as well says that same phrase. So I have 3 Woodies that have the same phrase that my collection Woody does not.
Hello. So, how you doing?
So yeah, that is all my talking Woodies. Now I do have 2 more Woodies to show you. These are the first 2 that I ever owned, that a friend gave me as well. These are 2 ragdoll Woody dolls that we've had for a long time, and some of them, like this one, you can barely see, but this one has a cracked head as well. This one you can see the cracked head through his line of his eye, and it goes all the way around his whole head. Both of these Woodies had to crack heads because
Okay,
um,
time for this here llama to
you have
take a
to
little
look
nap.
very closely at this Woody to see it, because you can probably see the thin line over his nose right here. And as you can see, it was a pretty clean cut on this one, so this one was easy to fix. This one we used a different glue, so you could tell it was there definitely. Especially on the ear there, you can tell we put a lot of glue there. But this one you can barely even tell it's there. Like I said, we just got to do a little touch-up paint on him, and he looks brand new. Like I said, both of his arms are on here, on this version. This one, like I said, is missing his hand. So, like I said, both of these Woodies are very cool, but that is all my Woodies comparison video. Like I said, I hoped you enjoyed this comparison video. I know I did. Like I said, if you'd like to see another comparison video, I'll be happy to do it. This is probably going to be one of my longest comparison videos. My next video, I'll probably do another comparison pretty soon after this one, which will be the Buzz Lightyear comparison. So stay tuned for that if you are a Toy Story fan and you want to see a comparison of all the Buzz Lightyears I have. But like I said, that is all my Woodies there. Like I said, this would have been 6 Woodies actually talked if that one right there still worked. If this one that's right here without the hat, if he still had his voice box working, it would be 6 Woodies. But right now it's only 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I mean 4 Woodies that work, and 1 that doesn't work, and 2 of them that don't talk at all because they're dolls. Hope you like this video, and like Woody always says,
This town ain't big enough for the two of us.
we'll see you in another video. Thanks.